Good morning, Cedars family. We are coming to you live from the clubhouse dining room. I know you probably remember it from a few days past, but we are going to try a video. It's going to be one take and go, so it's live, so you get what you get. Uh, First of all, I want to introduce Nicole Meg, our Vice President of Operations. She's going to speak to you first, and then I'll follow up with our Cedars Voices agenda that we want to touch base with you on. So here is Nicole.
Thank you very much, Jackie. So hello, everyone. I had been really hopeful that I would have the chance to meet you in person while Natalie was on maternity leave, and the global pandemic had other plans. So Jackie has been doing an incredible job, really, managing Cedars of Dexter while Natalie's been off and keeping me really informed as to what's been going on. And so I really, really appreciate and want to thank Jackie for all of her efforts. She's done a wonderful job. We could have never guessed when we created Natalie's maternity plans that this would be how it was going to go. So I'm really grateful to have the opportunity to say hello over video, and I look forward to maybe seeing you in person sometime soon. So I just wanted to provide you a quick update, maybe from a corporate level, how things are going amidst this kind of pandemic that we're all in together. So to say that it has been a whirlwind would be probably a mass understatement. I was looking at some regulations the other day, and I just took a minute to kind of add them up. And if you combine the executive orders and the directives from the CDC and the government orders and the health departments and the hospitals and CMS, we have almost 200 different directives and interpretations and revisions which have occurred since March 10th, with the first two presumed positives in Michigan. So that has absolutely kept that corporate team and that executive team very, very busy since that time. And how we've responded is at that strategic level, we've developed an incident command structure, and Steve Fedico, our CEO, is the incident commander. And then we have various task force that kind of fall out underneath that, and they range from communication to supplies and personal protective equipment and operations and HR and all of these various task forces addressing the multifaceted approach that we really need to work through this pandemic together. And we meet every single morning, 7 days a week at 8 a.m., and we kind of go through what has occurred over the last 24 hours, what may be developing with team members or our residents, and we kind of work through our strategy for how we'll kind of address maybe new guidance or what's happened over the last 24 hours. And then in addition, there's about 25 operational leaders that meet every day at 4 p.m. and we do a similar exercise for the actual operation. So how are we going to handle this in dining, or how will we address this concern at a certain community? And that's been a really effective way for us to really digest and implement just the barrage of different guidances that we've been getting for the last almost 6-7 weeks now. So there's been lots of them that have impacted you directly here at Cedars of Dexter. No visitors on campus, no communal gatherings, no communal dining, landscaping was delayed, many vendors and contractors. So there's been many, many impacts felt kind of shore to shore. We're very excited that the landscaping restriction was lifted last week. I'm sure you saw them. It was really great to see them as I drove onto campus today and see them all working. So they are back and working. I think it's important to note that landscapers, like all vendors coming back, have to have pretty specific plans on how they will work under the new guidance. So as you see vendors potentially coming back on campus, they may not be working in the traditional way that you're used to seeing them work, but Jackie and I are ensuring that the end product will be the same, maybe just not the process in which they get there. We know that the governor is expected to speak today, I think around 3 o'clock, so we will watch that very closely and likely speak to construction. So we will be really interested in seeing what that will look like and what the guidance will be around that. I think a lot of people also ask me, when is this going to be over? When are we going to be able to come back to the clubhouse? And I just as much as you wish I knew the answer to that, but we just don't. And I think that it's really important for all of us to prepare that we could be the last ones that really kind of open up as an industry. We are serving the most vulnerable population in relation to COVID. And I have a feeling that even as the restrictions lift as a whole, we may continue to be restricted in our industry. And so as you know, as sad as that is to think about, I think it is a reality that we may have to prepare for, and that our restrictions may linger more than maybe the general public. And please know that we are using safety and security as our guiding posts right now. Every decision, we're running through that filter, what's going to keep our residents and our team members as safe and secure as possible. And so that's just kind of a high-level summary of where we're at and what we're doing each day and how we're making decisions. And I just wanted to say thank you to each of you. I've received kind notes. I know Jackie has as well. And just the way that you have been supportive and the way that you have appreciated the staff here at Cedars of Dexter just really reminds us what an amazing place this community is. So thank you so much for your continued support and patience, and know that we are working as hard as possible to keep up to date and keep everyone safe and secure. So thank you very much. I'm going to turn it back over to Jackie to do the Voices of Cedar.
Thank you, Nicole. Yes, I echo those words about the encouraging cards and notes and emails we got here. It's just help. It does help. We are making up things as we go along with Nicole's guidance and the strategic team's guidance, and it's working out okay. I mean, the golf cart delivery of mail and meals, who knew? But it is working out as far as I hear from you. And one other little hello is from Natalie and baby. Noah is growing and growing. I get a couple pictures every week, and he's healthy. And Cameron likes to just lay on the floor and look at him. That's what he's doing right now. So I guess that's better than something else. So now the first order at hand, very important, is to announce our puzzle winner for the week, which it would be Tom and Dee Chapel. They will be receiving their gift with the mail today. And the Wellness Bingo Challenge, which was a 2-week challenge, which was a great one. Margaret Koski, she won that one, so she'll be getting a gift today. Congrats to all of you. Dining continues, as I mentioned, the same. The orders are being taken on Tuesdays by Yvonne and Sharon, and I appreciate them so much. They've flipped hats about 4 times since this has happened, and they go back and forth. Whatever I need, they do, and I appreciate that. As far as marketing, we are anxious to see and hear what the governor says. Cottage 1 and Cottage 3, as you know, we are waiting on the completions. The new residents, I'm in touch with them regularly. They are very anxious but very patient to get in this summer. They've been in contact with some of you all and are just looking forward to coming and being a resident here with us. Maintenance updates from Jim. The preventative maintenance on the water heaters has just started, and Jim and John will be contacting those on the list next Wednesday, beginning next Wednesday the 6th. Then they're going to start scheduling entries to take care of that maintenance that they started when things got halted. Now, the good news is, as Nicole mentioned, we see Nancy out even today in the yards, which we're so thrilled about. And our new lawn service was here already, Great Outdoors. And you'll see them back again next week. The other maintenance, just one second. A concern that Jim wanted to make sure you knew were the sprinklers that were damaged from the snow removal. Many of you are aware of those. He has already been in contact with the sprinkler company, and they're going to assess the situation when they can come on campus, and they will resolve those issues with us. But we are on their list right at the top to get in and take care of that. Now, the projects that Natalie touched on with the update last month, the power washing, window washing, the painting, and the painting in the interior of the clubhouse. They're all on hold until the order is lifted, but then they will resume. No, no doubt about that. Uh, Paul has sent over a couple of cares and concerns that I wanted to run by you. John Drake, as you all know, is recovering from the cardiac surgery that he had at St. Joe's. He's home now. Jan's taking great care. Jeff, his son, has been a caregiver when needed. And then also Lois, Ledbetter, Ralph Cook, and Morgan Palethrop. They are under care at home at their residence right now at this time. So continue the prayer group if you are continuing via email. Continue to pray for them as you used to do when we met here every Friday. I think that is all. We've covered everything. Just please email me or call me. I love to chat with you whenever you have a concern. And I'm going to send out a written update of this little gathering to those few people who don't have emails, so they are up to date as well. But we just wanted to tell you, take care. We miss seeing you. Stay safe, stay well, and we will resume this again next month. Bye, everybody.